Good day and welcome to this tutorial video. In this tutorial video, we'll be considering a panel threshold regression analysis. Panel threshold regression analysis is a dynamic panel data method that allows for threshold and endogeneity regression. Okay, by threshold is a method that allows us to examine the dynamic relationship between one variable and another at different regime level. Okay, for instance, let's say we want to look at how inflation affecting employment. We want to consider how low level of inflation affecting employment and how high rate of inflation affecting employment. So that's different regime of low rate of inflation and regime of high rate of inflation. So that is what threshold does basically. So that is incorporated in a dynamic panel setting. Okay. Now to do this estimation, you need to install a syntax or estimator we call STHEN reg. Now it doesn't come with stata, it's a user written code, so you have to install it. And to install it, in our previous video we would install using SSA, but in this case it is not. We have to find it on stata. Okay, we find it out on stata, and so to install it, you type this, find it STHEN RG, and then you click on your enter button. Yeah, it's going to bring it to something like this, and then you click on this to install. Okay, when you click on this, you click here to install. You click to install. Yeah, our file already exists now today. That's because I had installed before this video. Okay, so I can go back to previous, and then I can click here to get the auxiliary files. So so I hope you get how to get it installed. You go to the command window, you type find it, and then you type the estimator. It will bring here. Just click on this two link to get them installed. Okay, thank you. So what is this estimator all about? STHEN REG. Let's find out together. For us to know what it's all about, how do we use it? You just come and type help STHEN REG. It will give you a summary of what the estimator is all about. Okay, so yeah, you see what it is all about. STHEN dynamic panel data model allowing for threshold and endogeneity regression. Okay, there's the syntax. How you would specify your the code in stata, the estimator, the dependent variable, the independent variable. Then if you have endogenous variable in the model, you put it. If you have instrument variable, and if you want to consider other options, you put it. Okay, now traditionally, okay, naturally the model is a dynamic model, but if you would want a static model out of it, there's a way you can adjust the model to give you a static result. We would consider that when we get to the practical session. Okay, and these are other options to consider. I will come back to this, and okay, yeah. So yeah, after you have installed, there's one more package you need to install, and that is more matter package. If you do not install it, you will not be able to make an estimation. So after you have installed the STHEN REG, it has been installed. Then you come and install more matter. In that case, just type SSC install more matter. You have it installed. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let's go back to the stata command window. Okay. Yeah. This is what we have now. Okay. For this sake of this analysis, I have these three variables. We have invest, share, and fixed capital. This is what we use as a sample for this estimation. I have my do file prepared here. Okay, so if you want to estimate the dynamic effect, I told you by default it's a dynamic model. You come here, the estimator, dependent variable, endogenous variable if you have. Okay, you click on enter. You have your result. Okay, you see the lag. I told you this is the lag of investment, lag of dependent variable. Okay, yeah, it's a dynamic model I told you. A dynamic model is a model that has the lag of the dependent variables part of its independent variable, yeah, something like that. So this tells you how share capital and face capital affect investment at low regime level, and this tells you how share capital and face capital would affect investment at high regime level, and then this measure the threshold rate. The R is the threshold rate, okay, and if you want to consider the static model, just add static to the initial code. Okay, you see, what's the difference between a dynamic and a static model? A static model does not contain the lag of dependent variable as part of the explanatory variable. Okay, so you will say, you just say share capital, face capital, both at lower and higher regime level, and then you see the threshold rate they have. Okay, and if you would like to consider other syntax, you have them set up here. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is what we have. What other syntax allow you to do is that allow you to explore options to give you a better model. Yeah, grain, trim rate, HO, boost, something like that. You will notice that the threshold rate has diminished. Then, what do all this mean? What do they do? You can find answers by just coming for help. Just call for help. Okay, it will tell you. You see the grade number. It determines the number of grade points to estimate the threshold R. Okay, by default it is 100. Trim rate, determine the trim rate when constructing a grade for estimating R. By default you have 0.4. H underscore O, determine the parameter for Silverman's rule of thumb is a kernel estimation. By default it is 1.5. 1.5 boost integer. So you look at this, you can modify the default settings, okay, to get the desired result you want. Okay, so you can get more information on this estimator. Okay, description, options. Okay, there things you can explore. Okay, the package requirement I told you, after installing the STHEM you still need to install the more matter. If not, you will not be able to make estimation. You need more information about this method. You can visit CO and Shin 2006. They have a concise information and concise and rich information about this method. Okay, yeah, that is that about Panel Threshold Regression analysis. If you are joining this channel for the first time, you're visiting this channel for the first time, would appreciate if you click on the subscribe button, you like and you share with friends if you like the content. Thank you for watching.